to the second to the last day of my wedding storytelling video. Today is going to be a day of appreciation. I have learned over the years that it is good to appreciate the people in our lives while they are still here, while we still can. Therefore, I want to take this moment and use this opportunity to appreciate everyone who had a part to play in my wedding and in my life generally. To God, our creator and the keeper of our lives, we are indeed grateful for everything you have done for us. My mom has been a G from day one. My dad has been my emergency bank account. They both put their all into planning for my wedding, and they both prayerfully supported me until everything was done. My siblings, I have the most wonderful siblings in the world. My eldest sister, she's the life of a party. She kept going to the market all the time, like she never got tired of me. My other sister, I literally constituted nuisance in her house when I couldn't get married. I couldn't travel back, so I literally became her husband's second wife. My cake on her table, my wedding dress in her wardrobe. Like, I am just everywhere, all over her face. But she didn't get tired of me. My immediate elder sister, too, unfortunately, she couldn't travel for the wedding eventually because of the ban on interstate travels. But she gave me her whole support. Like, I could literally feel it. My elder brother is 1 in a million. Just before my wedding, he told me that if he gave me money, I was going to spend it and I was going to forget about it. But that he would give me something that is worth more than money. And he gave me a very special gift. Very, very special. I wouldn't like to talk about it here, but I would never forget it for the rest of my life. Thank you. My immediate elder brother also gave his own support. Like, all these people wowed me. They went beyond normal to see me happy. I'm grateful for their support. My in-laws. I used to hear this story about in-laws. In-laws are like this, in-laws are like that. But for me, thankfully and to God's glory, I have the best in-laws. I'm not making this up. They are sincerely the best people. For me, it didn't feel like I'm about to have in-laws. It felt like my family members are about to get doubled, and that is how it has been ever since I got married. They are literally my own family members. My mother-in-law, despite her age, kept going back and forth Eco Market before the wedding, and even after the wedding, we would be on the phone like friends and literally spend a very long time, and we won't even be conscious of time. That's the kind of relationship she developed with me, and it is something I appreciate so much. My father-in-law would always want to look out for my well-being. The kind of joy my father-in-law had on my wedding was so much and so obvious, and it's still so much. By the time it was called to sign the marriage register, my father-in-law was shedding tears of joy. It was a very emotional moment for us, for me especially, and I don't ever want to forget this experience. That is why I'm talking about it here, so that each time I watch this video, I always remember it. The first day, immediately after the wedding, we went to their house. As I got to the entrance, by himself, he came downstairs to come and hold my hand to officially take me into the house. Like, that moment was so precious and will forever be precious to me. My sisters in-law are, in fact, I don't see them as sisters-in-law. They are literally my sisters. They are givers, they are supporters, they are friendly. In fact, they are a blessing to me. Like, I have additional blessing, and I'm so grateful to them. My brother-in-law is friendly to a fault. I'm glad for the gift of new family members, and I would forever appreciate every one of you. My husband, thank you for being so strong for us when we're going through stuff. So our friends, especially our best man and our chief bridesmaid, they are both literally a best man and a chief bridesmaid in the real sense of it. They put their all into making sure we were happy at the end of the day, and this is to thank them again. To all our distant relatives and friends, time would fail me to begin to mention everyone one after the other, but for all your love and support, for your prayers, we are grateful. This particular one was going to travel down from South Africa just for my wedding. Like, I didn't see how I deserved that. Unfortunately, COVID-19 and travel ban stopped her from coming, but the attempt to want to, the effort is something I'll forever appreciate her for. To everyone who intended coming for the wedding but were not able to come eventually, thank you so much. To all the well-wishers, thank you. Now I want to appreciate my vendors. Arike's Ashoke made my Ashoke. Dolky's Pastries made my traditional wedding cake. The tailor made the groom and the best man's outfits. I also like to talk about Ademi Alaga. Please check them out on Instagram. She's a 21st century Alaga. I don't know the English word for Alaga, but she did a wonderful job on my traditional wedding day. For photography, I had 2 photograph sessions. Andy took all the pictures I took at home. We couldn't take pictures inside the wedding venue, but all other photography jobs was done by Afrovisuals. You will say I have not talked about the caterer. We are the caterer of our save. So because there was no large party, we didn't have to employ the services of any caterer. We buy ourselves, cook our jollof rice, and buy ourselves enjoy it. My dear, if you got married during lockdown, you did not know what God has done for you. Queen Victoria, yes, the CEO. I made my wedding dress, I made my traditional way, I made my hand fan, I made my bouquet, I remodeled my cake. I was going to do the decoration with the help and support of my chief bridesmaid. We already figured out what we were going to do, but unfortunately we didn't have to do that anymore because the place we eventually used for the wedding was already decorated and there was no need to do the wala. My hair was styled by 2 of us, myself and my chief bridesmaid. Let me give you another creative gist. The purse I used for my traditional wedding was my mom's old purse. It got bad and she was about to throw it away. Coincidentally, I traveled home around that time. And when I saw it and I was like, and this purse is fine, but it's getting bad. She was not like, I just brought it out so that I can throw it. Throw what away? Please come and dash me. So I traveled back with it and then began to think about what I could do about it. And then the thought of covering it with a velvet fabric came up to my head and I thought, it would be nice. So I started remaking it and eventually came out nice. And I thought, this is not bad to use for my traditional wedding. So I didn't have to spend another money again. I'm not an economist, but I know how to economize something very well. So that's that about my purse. Final advice before I go. If you're planning to get married, unless you have that money, like you have that money you want to spend, you don't really have to break a bank to get married. There are ways you can go about doing stuff and you won't get to spend too much. So many people are stuck in between getting married and not getting married because of money. There's a way you can cut your coat according to your clothes so that you don't end up owing a lot of debt after your wedding. One thing God did for us and we are still grateful about is we did not owe anybody. If there is anybody that was owed after my wedding, it is me, because Mr. Longe did not pay me for all the free services that I used to cut his costs. So you don't really need to incur debts because you want to get married. If you need more personal counseling session, come and meet me in the DM. I'm going to teach you how to cut your coat according to your clothes. So that will be it for now. Thank you once again for watching to this episode of my wedding story. Tomorrow I'll be sharing pictures and I'll be inviting my husband for some talks. Let me not let the cat out of the bag yet. Thank you so much once again. I'll see you tomorrow.